everybody, this is PVT 3307-3301 with another tutorial here, and today we're going to be covering how to import an asset, but in this time we'll be doing it in real time. So what you want to do first is you want to go to, I recommend downloading the Steam version of Blender. It's right now I'm using version 2.76b, and as you see I've gotten some time on it. So you're going to open that, or whatever version you may have, and you're going to start with a new cube or object, whatever session. And for the sake of this video, I've been asked to do some importing of an object for a friend of mine, and what you're going to do, actually what I'm going to do, is I'm going to import this object. And this is what you'll do for basically anything that you want to import into the game, whether it be buses, trees, cars, etc. And so you basically go to import, you select whatever file was enclosed, which was object or obj, and you basically just import it. Oh, it's a bit higher than I want it to be, but sorry, that'll still work. So what you want to do first, you want to scale it down to the size you want by pressing the S key. So, whoops, just undo that by pressing Control Z. Mind you, that's pressing the key Control and Z. Okay, that's too big. What you want for something is about maybe that big. And what you want to do next is there will be this little sunlight point looking thing, and you just want to go ahead and press the delete key and press OK, or whatever. And then you're going to go to the add, which is a little button right here towards the bottom. Go to lamp, just hover over it and press Hemi, and you'll see why in just a second. So next we're going to go to this little white spear thing, and then we're going to go to the material tab. And as you see, this currently has no textures, but hold on a sec, let me figure out. Is this even, oh, that's disappointing. 1 second. Did it really not? I'm going to be very disappointed. Oh, it has textures. Alright. So we're just gonna redo this. Just gonna want to get rid of all this. Press A, and then delete again, and then go to import 3D Studio, and just import that file. So always actually scratch that. Import the object file. Wait, hold on a sec. I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best way to go about this. I wonder, what does this look like? Alright, now. So as you see, 3DS isn't always the most capable. So you basically keep all the steps I said to do before. Is that recording alright? Yeah, it is. And so let's just close the unnecessary tabs for now. What's this? And close that. So yeah, you just want to scale it down to the size you want. Okay. Oh, there we go. Scale it down to 1, and then have it fit inside, like right here. And let's make it a bit small. Let's make it that big. Is there like, no, I remember because I deleted it. So you're gonna want to add the Hemi back again, and then you have all this different stuff. Alright, so what you want to do is you basically want to go through the whole thing and basically select everything that you want as glass. Okay, that's looking a bit weird, but for now, we can make that glass. And I will explain how to change it to something else later on. So let's make everything here glass. So select all those panes. Was that glass too? Hold on 1 second. Actually, yeah, that top part is glass. Alright, just was checking something. So yeah, you want to select that top panel too, and just press the join key, which should be in the left of the interface. So what you want to do is you want to look for something that says like glass or whatever. It's usually something that's similar to it, and you come up with this. Now your question is, how do I make it transparent? Well, what I do first is that I go to the that's right now, yeah, that's right. And then you'll have something that looks like this. Go to this checkered looking sphere, and you'll have a list of all the materials, which is different from textures. Textures just controls how it will look in Blender, but material will affect how it looks in OMSI or whatever software you're applying this for. But I'm doing this for OMSI, so you may come up with different results than what will be seen in this video or videos. So you want to turn up the diffuse level to 1 because you want the glass to come through completely and not a little bit, and we'll change that later. And then this is basically the shiny factor. So this controls how much shine it has to a lot of shine or no shine, and then you can change the color in this little color bar up here. So you can have white shine, blue shine, green shine, red shine, whatever kind of shine you want. But for now, let's just make that white, just so that it's visible and doesn't look really weird. 1 second. Okay, back. Alright, so what you want to do is basically just move this out so you know what you're working with. So these are all the parts you selected. Alright, so what you want to do is go to the diffuse part of this and select that color bar and just drag it all the way up, and it's going to make it really bright green. And what you'll basically want to do is turn all that to white. And you'll see where I'm going with this in just a second. And so, I have a folder already created for all this stuff, but you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to create a basic alpha texture, which means that there's like almost nothing in it but a tint. And I will show you what that looks like. And if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Here we go. This is basically what it is. It's just a 16 by 16 pixel alpha texture, and it's a small grayish tint. If you can see that, you should see it. I hope you're seeing it. Yes, you're seeing. I hope. Anyway, yeah. So you want to go there, and you might be wondering, why isn't it appearing transparent? Well, you should have clicked that box firstly. Well, yeah, first. And then what you're going to do is go back to this spear checkered thing, that's what I'm going to call it, and you want to go press the transparency tab. And you'll have a few factors here. You'll want to select either Z transparency or mask. In my experience, there hasn't been that much difference between the two, but just because of what others have done, I've chosen Z transparency. So you want to do that, and there will be a factor called alpha, and that controls how transparent your material is. Remember, materials control how to look in the game or whatever, just in case you forgot. And yeah, so you want to change that to about maybe 200 or 300. Let's just make that 300 so it's still visible but glass at the same time. And voila, you basically got all the glass that you need. Okay, there's some weird spots there, but Not really gonna worry about that. Alright, so now you got all your glass. What you want to do next is basically group more parts together. And so we're gonna make basically all of this a really dark gray with more textures I made. So, and I'll basically make up the body. Well, not necessarily body, so it's not a vehicle, but you know what I mean, right? Okay, so you're gonna wanna okay, that's, you don't want that. You're gonna wanna do the same thing here. Just make all that white, remove the specular because it's gonna look super annoying and ugly in OMSI. And then I would recommend creating another texture. Is that I should close that for now. Oh, it's not here. That's disappointing. So what you want to do is create another texture that's a very, very dark gray, similar to this. This is where we're going to be using it. These are the RGB codes if you wanted it. 38, 38, 38. Or 262626. Whatever be your preference. So if I have that directory here, we're just gonna pick that out. Nope, it's not there. It is here. So now we've got our color. Yeah, now we've got some color in the model. We can just continue and keep doing that. And you can color this however you want to. I'm just doing this to suit my needs. So you've got that much ready. And how did this look again? I didn't get. Hold on a second. Okay, so it's like a 1. Okay, so you're gonna want to select this. I'm trying to go for a semi-realistic feel here. I'm gonna group those together, and you're gonna make those like gray, I guess. So let's just name that gray. Whoops. Caps lock gray. And we'll name that I guess I can classify as black. And you'll basically turn the diffuse stuff up and do all that super magic-y magic, if you know what I mean. Just make it look nice and real. And this, and you can darken it as you wish with the diffuse tool, which controls how much of the actual texture is getting in. And like, it's like you put a lamp, you put like a piece of paper over a lamp after you turn it on, and if you cover up the lamp, then less light gets in. So it's something like that, just to give you an idea. And let's just turn that up. And now you finally have the last part, the seat. Actually, it's not even a seat, it's a bench. Ugh. Making all kinds of errors. Alright, so that's a bit bright for now, that's why we turn off the specular. And let's just find a texture in my magical chest that can go on this. Actually, let's use the power, let's use the power of Google to find one. Wait a minute, I think I have one. Do I have one? No, I got rid of it. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go to a website I've signed up for, which provides incredible stuff. I mean, like, incredibly high-res stuff, so detailed you can't even imagine. And if they'll remember my password, I will get one. But let's just search one up, and you want to look for something that says seamless. Okay, let's close that for now. And let's get something like, let's get something like, I guess this will do. Yeah, that'll do for right now. And let's right click and save the image as wood01. And now, whoops, wrong tab again. You're gonna want to go to this checkered sheet that I've been clicking on for about the last 10 or 15 minutes or whatever. And you're gonna want to look for that. And just in case I saved it here and didn't realize it, I did not. Oh wait, no, I did. It's right here. And now you basically have a seamless, so that it doesn't look like all ugly. Yeah, you basically have a seamless wood texture for the most part, except that it doesn't blend in all the way, but that's alright. At least it looks nice. And so you just want to go ahead and texture the rest of it. So we're going to select all these little parts at the bottom. Whoops. I wonder what's the most heavy part of this model. So it's 137,000 faces. I wonder what's creating all that. Alright, so that material created earlier, black. I'm going to go back to that and select that. And so now you basically have your bus shelter. This is what this was originally intended to be. And let's just get a render. Oh, that's disappointing. Alright, let's just add a camera really quick. Will that get a good shot? Nope. Let's turn that 180 degrees. And by the way, in order to move it like that so it stays smooth, I use control. Okay, that's not seeing anything. So, whoops, let's fix that. Let's see, will that see it now? Alright, we're getting somewhere. Not where I want to be, but somewhere. That's good enough for me. Okay, so in this bottom part, you have your bus shelter. And I must say, it looks pretty nice, don't you think? So that's how it should look for the most part in OMSI. And now for the final piece, we are going to make it so that this can have advertisements. We'll just sing with that for now, because advertisement's gonna take so long to spell. I know, right? I'm lazy. So we're gonna go back to that folder, and we'll just use this thing called poster, because I guess that's what it's for. And I'm going to flip that over by setting the origin to geometry, which will move those little axis indicators, I guess they're called, so that it faces the correct way. And then do the same thing here. Actually, no, we're gonna apply the material first. And so now we have a bus shelter. Basically, it's all textured. It's kind of like that, like importing stuff. So easy. Anyway, so yeah, you have, how long is this taking so far? Oh, not bad. So yeah, you basically have the whole model. I believe everything is textured, but I would go through everything and make sure that there is no more specular and that everything has a defined texture. So generic TGA, glass.tga, poster.png, and wood01.jpg. So what you want to do first is go to File, which is in the top left corner, and you should select the glass first, by the way. Go to DirectX which is a .x extension. But if you don't have that option, go to User Preferences, And if it'll load, thank you. I'm so glad I did not crash. You're going to go to, there's a list of categories here, and click the one that says import and export. Go down a little bit and you see import.x dash export DirectX formats. You can export mesh vertices, UVs, materials, blah 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 blah. You don't really need to worry about that. Just click the checkbox at the far right. So let's just press save user settings. We're gonna go back to 3D view, and we're going to export this. And now this is probably the most important part in the exporting process. You must do as I am doing right now, otherwise you're going to get extremely kooky results. And if you do not watch the whole video and don't follow what I do, then I can't help you because you didn't follow the instructions. You're going to go, and it should look like this, as I just did. It should look like that. Change the up axis to Z and the coordinate system to right-handed. And now, give a name for your special little bus shelter. We'll just call it, actually, this is TTC bus shelter, yeah. And we'll just add glass at the end so we know which part of this is, and you'll see why later. So you want to export that, and it may take a little bit because of how big you saw it was, if you remember. It was 137k polys. Oh my gosh, so heavy. Now, what you want to do while that's exporting is go to your OMSI2 directory, and you should have this folder and all these little programs and doohickeys inside. Look for something that says OMSI xconv.exe. Click that, and just to make sure you know what texture to look for when you bring it into OMSI, press this, show details of X, and it did not highlight that, but that's okay. And now, oh my god, that's ridiculous. No, we're not having that. What you want to do, if in the event that your file's over 10 megabytes or 5 megabytes, because I do not stand for that, you're going to go to this little wrench icon and look for, and it says add modifier. Look for something that says decimate. Click decimate, and it should be selected on collapse. You are going to reduce this as much as you can without it looking like a complete blob of nothing, what most call modern art. If anyone got offended, please leave now and then come back in about 10 seconds because you really need this. Let's see, how much can we reduce that? Okay, it's gotten to be too little. Does that suffice? Yes, that does, I guess. Let's increase it just a little bit. And it should appear the same in the game. Hold on. Sorry, visitor. Yeah. So, now you've reduced it as much as you could. Just export it again, and it should be a little bit lighter. So, see? We've successfully reduced 11 megabytes to 1.3 megabytes. Now, aren't you proud of yourself? Now, you're going to export that, and just let it convert. Just let it do its thing. Do not click it at all. It will go into a hissy fit, and it will quit on you. I would know. And just to be safe, you're going to see how many polys this is. Oh my god, that is too much. I'm going to throw up and die. Alright, so you're going to do the same thing that we just did. You're going to go to the decimate tool, and you're going to reduce this by a lot. See how? 45,000 polys. That's too many for just one thing. That'll give you heaps of loading time in OMSI. So, reduce that to about right to the point where it starts to look ugly, like right there. So, we're going to probably go for like 45%. And nope, 46 is too much. I want 45. Give me 45. 45, 45. Do we got it? 45. Good. Alright, so we reduced it about a little less than half. Okay, that's looking really ugly. I hope that doesn't appear as bad as it is right now. Okay, so you're going to want to export that. Actually, you want to press apply. Always press apply when using modifiers after you're happy, with the product. And we're going to say that is the shell. And whenever that decides to finish. Oh, now that's done. Okay, if that ever finishes. It does, just give it time. Alright, let's see how big that is. 8 megabytes. It's a little bit big, so just for that, we're gonna have to cut it into pieces. And that isn't literal pieces, just go to edit mode, press the P key, and press loose parts. And basically, we're just gonna go through this and select what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. I wonder, how much is that? 5K. And how much is this? That's good enough. So, let's put that back. I'm going to export that as it just was, but now it should be lighter. Down to megabyte again. Look at that. I am awesome. At least I hope so, because I'm helping people. And you're wanting to deselect that, which you basically just click on it. You press shift, right click, once or twice, or however many times, so it does not have the yellow around it. Oh, it's like one of those velociraptor claw looking things. And just export that part. And that will be shell underscore 2. And this is why I want to divide it in parts, because of this. Alright, how much? Alright, 4 megabytes is still a little bit too much, because that will take a little while, long enough that I have to fast forward through it. So, let's use the decimate tool again. Oh, this time it should be easier. Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? Perhaps I can use... Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't use modifiers in edit mode. I forgot. And now we reduce. Let's go for about let's try 45 again. Let's see, where does it start to get ugly? It starts to get ugly around 40%, so let's go for 45. Whoops, let's not scale it down. That will not look good. Okay, so now if you got that, just export shell 2. And let's see the result. 2 megabytes. A little bit bigger than I wanted, but still okay. And let's see how much this is. Oh yeah, 5K. Let's see how much the decimate tool reads. 3,763 faces. That's an alright amount. How much does this have? Alright, that's a little bit more, so what you can do is join those two, the advert and whatever that thing was, the advert shell, I guess, and just export those two as, and write advert on it. How much? What's our timing right now? All right. And for the last part, let's actually change that. I want something different. Wait. Oh my god, I am stupid. I did not assign that a texture. I feel incredibly stupid now. I'm going to use a texture from my chest of awesome photo textures. Look at that. So beautiful. Alright, it's a good enough concrete texture, I guess, for now. And we'll do that later. No, stay there. And we'll just name that bench. Bench is taking too long. Bench, why must you curse me? Why? Bench, you are so mean. Anyway, this was the place I was talking about. They have a database of free textures, but if you register, you get 10 megabytes of free bandwidth, which means you can download 10 megabytes worth of pictures. And be careful, it adds up fast. Are you done yet? Oh my fucking god. Bench is taking so long. Alright, let's just convert advert while we're at it. So, while we're waiting for bench, because it's taking a long ass time, I'm just gonna go to here. And this is where I basically made all the stuff that I've started making since I've started this game. A variety of stuff, but for now we're just gonna copy any old SCO file and name it wait, don't I have a folder for this? Hold on a second. I think I do. Yes, I do. Just want to copy that, and we're just going to name it TTC Bus Shelter. And we're going to want to change that to TTC Bus Shelter, respectively. Yeah, I'll be TTC Bus Shelter again. Yeah, that'll do. And just copy that name for right now. Copy that. Rename that to what I just told you to copy. No, do as I say. Oh boy. Something bad just happened, and I cannot tell you what because it involves personal stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was doing. There we go. And so, this is what we're looking at here. We can go ahead and close this for now. Want to go to your documents folder and press date modified and just look for all the stuff that you, content creator, just made, and take every single last piece of it and throw it in a folder. Oh my god, that's too big, bench. You're a very bad bench. I'm going to decimate you because oh wow, that's quite a number, bench. How little can you get before you get ugly, bench? Oh wow, pretty ugly. Oh, that's too ugly. Let's go for about 10%. No, I was about to do that. See, but I didn't. Because I have quick mouse fingers. I can flick my mouse faster than... Actually, no, I'm not going to go there. It's a very twisted joke. Okay, so it looks a bit effed up, but... Unless you have, like, an extreme... Like... obsessive compulsive disorder with detail, then you should be okay, because what you're looking for is something that looks nice but that is also light on frame so that other people can use it. Okay, now we've got something, and let's just see how much this is just to see. Holy shiitake of mushrooms. That is unacceptable. Oh my god, this is gonna take a long time too. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to cut this in a few pieces too. fact, I might just get rid of it altogether. Alright, so that's unacceptable. Oh my god, that you are super ugly. I mean, that's uglier than any ugly I've ever seen. That's counting all the dandelions I've stepped on. Why? Oy vey. %, is good enough for me. Just give me 10. Why? You. I want to cuss out this thing so much it hurts. I never thought it would take this long. Oh well, I guess I can fast forward through this. A little more. A little more. There. That's good. 2% is good. Oh, 12% is even better. Alright, now we gotta cut all that into little pieces so that it doesn't give you everyone a lag fest every time they try to run your map. So you're gonna separate that into loose parts. And you're basically gonna reselect all those little mushroom looking things. And I think we'll do it in 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Screw you, number 3. You're a reject. No one likes you. That's right. I just insulted an OMSI mushroom. What are you gonna do about it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll do 3s. So that little, so there's not that one group of 3 that everyone hates, but instead they're all equal. Because to be equal is to be America, I guess. Alright, let's check the poly count. Alright, 5,000. 5,000, roughly. That should be 5,000. If you're 6,000, okay. Oh, you're 4,000. That's even better. Alright, so let's... That will be... floor. And now we're gonna create... We're gonna... draw a new floor. We're gonna create another floor and export the second part of the floor. And the last part of the floor. Excuse me. Not gonna lie, dessert was good. Okay, so that's basically it for about right now. Okay, that's looking super ugly, but I will fix it if it looks even uglier. Let's see. Because of my superior Blender knowledge. But in my defense, I never dealt with something that's this high poly. So we'll just save this as TTC bus shelter, just in case I get permission from this guy to allow you to use this. We have floor 2. Alright, let's go back to the documents. And let's take all those parts again, and you're going to push them in that folder. That's the only one. I'm disappointed. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is basically replace all these files with the files that you brought in that are new. So if you want to find out what those are, just go to press the date modified button. Okay, so copy that. TTC station shell. Oh wait, whoops. Alright, just go to rename, and because if you don't spell this right, it will give you a hissy fit, and you won't like that. I'm telling you now. Alright, TTC bus shelter glass. No! Let's just do this, just to be sure, because that's looking too big. Yeah, I thought so. Wait, what was it before? Oh, I see. Bench. What am I looking for? Oh, adverts. Adverts. Floor. And this will be the last part of it. Floor 2. Whoops. Floor 3. And now you've got all the files that you need that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You should have about 8 files in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, that's too many. Let's just maximize this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Just making sure that was correct. Alright. And there's 7 and 8. Now, you're going to want to go. Alright, so we already have the glass folder. Glass texture, sorry. You're going to want to find all of those textures that you told your object to use and place them in your OMSI directory. So we have those. And I believe I use the generic 1 and generic 2. So there's somewhere up here. Here we go. And let's just paste those in there. And so, oh yeah, and something somewhere that was in the thing that was somewhere, and I don't feel like looking for it. So I'm just gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna go there. Oh. Well, if I want to do separate textures, you're basically screwed, and I'll see what I can do about whatever, so don't ask me to change it. How long is this now? Okay, that's gonna take a little while. Yeah. I'm screwed. Anyway, let's just finish this off then. Now, what you want to do is basically you want to run in OMSI to make sure it looks okay. So we're going to run OMSI editor. Oh, you want to save that and close that and close that and close that and close that, and I want to close. What's so important here? Oh yeah, that's right. Now if OMSI decides to open, and I've done some work on the tutorial map from a little while ago, so it looks a little bit nicer and taken care of. There we go. And now you're going to go to the folder where you put your thingy, and you're going to load it. And if you're lucky, you will get no errors. And guess what? It will pop up in game. And voila, you have created something that is fucked up and I need to fix, so thanks OMSI. But otherwise, you've created your first bus shelter, and just for screwing with my life, I'm going to compare it to this. So it's a bit smaller, but hey, you can duck your head. So, put it on the center so it turns like that. Anyway, so you're basically done. So I hope this tutorial helped you out in some way. I will try to upload anything I can, and if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. So until then, this has been PVTA 3307-3301, and I will be seeing you. Have a good holiday thing. I don't know what you celebrate. Goodbye.